Hi, welcome again to our Wednesday live session. My name is Coach Jackie, and I hope you're keeping warm today. This is our final session on my Dream Journey book, and we are going to use this session to summarize the concepts that we have been looking at over the last 10 weeks. My Dream Journey is really a series of steps to guide you towards your desired future, or your dream, or your vision. And what we have looked at are the following. First of all, ask yourself, where are you going? What's your destination? It's very normal when you're planning a journey to ask yourself this question. This will help you understand how far you need to go, but it will also help you recognize when you get there. One of the things that I talked about when looking at this concept was that the closer you are to your destination, the more detail you need. So if you're driving from Kisumu to Nairobi, for example, hi Mercy, welcome. Hello Kennedy, welcome. One of the things that I discussed while looking at your destination is that the closer you are to your destination, the more detail you need. So if you're driving from Kisumu, for example, you have this big picture that you're coming to Nairobi. And once you hit Waiyaki Way, you are in Nairobi. But have you arrived? You might need to continue driving to South B or to Komarok, in which case you have to know what house number are you going to, for example. So the closer you are to your destination, the more detail that you will need. When you still have a long way to go, you can start off with a big picture. At least it will guide you to know which direction you should be headed to. The next thing that I talked about was assessing where you are. This will help you to understand how far you have to go. If you're in Kisumu and you're headed to Eldoret, you know how many kilometers you need to cover. If you're headed to Turkana, you know how many kilometers you have to cover and in what direction. It will also help you to understand what preparations you need to make, depending on how far you're traveling. It will also help you to determine what kind or what mode of transport you could choose. This is the session where I also talked about assessing your passion for whatever it is that you desire. Assessing the clarity of your vision. Do you have a very clear picture of where you're headed? Are you motivated to do whatever it takes to get there? This will really help you to understand whether you're ready to begin the journey, or perhaps you need to do a little bit more of building up the motivation to get going. We then went on to have a number of sessions discussing, the in-between, between where you are now and where you are headed. Because when you're planning for a journey, it is also important for you to consider what obstacles might be in your way. Some of these obstacles could be a result of certain weather. Perhaps on a certain section of your journey, you're passing through rough terrain. Perhaps you're passing through unsafe territory. Perhaps you will be driving in the dark, and so you need to make sure that your headlights are working. So prepare yourself for potential obstacles, either by having a plan on how you will deal with the obstacles, or by mitigating those obstacles or the risks, maybe avoiding them if you can. And we spent a number of weeks looking at beliefs, for example. Do you truly believe that you can achieve whatever it is that you're setting out to achieve? Or is there some sort of negative perception within yourself about your capability to achieve it? Do you truly believe? Because if you truly believe, then you can. We talked about fear, and I asked you, what is fear keeping you away from? Fear can energize you, but fear can also paralyze you. So the question was, how is fear playing out in this dream or this desired future that you have or that you're thinking of for yourself? We discussed the need to work on the inner pipes, so to speak, starting from the inside out, looking at yourself and having a very sincere appraisal of what you believe you can achieve, what you think about the things that you want to achieve and how you see them. What holds you back? What stops you from starting? What stops you from progressing? Having a really candid conversation with yourself about these things can help you to, clean up whatever you need to clean up so that your new, fresh ideas, your motivation can flow freely and help you to arrive wherever you're looking to arrive. We also talked about building resilience. I mean, things will not always work out the way you want them to. So some of the things that we talked about included being a good friend, so that when you need a friend, you can get one or two or several. We talked about making the time to slow down and re-energize, rejuvenate, and a number of other things that help you to build resilience. And of course, if you're looking to make a journey, you have to move. So don't make plans and then leave them at that. You need to act, you need to move. Without movement, there is no journey. So this is in summary, what my dream journey is all about. You begin with an understanding of where you're going. You assess where you are, make the necessary preparations to make sure that you can move from point A to point B, and then get on with it. This is what my dream journey is. And I really hope that all of you will arrive at your desired destination. This is the last of the live sessions on my Dream Journey book, but I want to invite you to look out for my live webinar on the same topic. Have a good night, and thank you for keeping me company.